What's up guys, Perry from Rockville here, and today I'm going to show you how to set up your ELITE-5 passive speakers. They come in 3 different colors of black, white, and classic wood, but the setup for each is the exact same. Along with the speakers themselves, it also comes with some speaker wire to connect your speakers to a home theater receiver or to any other source. So what's cool about these speakers is that we can change the appearance by taking off the grills on the front here. So to do that, all we're gonna do is take our hand and place it on the grill like this, kind of scooping up on the tweeter section here. You should hear them snapping out of the position, and then from there we're able to pull off the top like this, and then we're gonna want to do the same thing on the bottom here and make sure that they come out just like that. So you can have your speakers set up one of 2 ways, and if you ever wanted to reattach the grill, all you're going to want to do is line up the knobs here on your grill to the holes here on the front of your speaker, snap it back in just like this, and then you're all good to go. So to show you how to set up these speakers, I'm going to be using our very own Bluetooth here, but you can follow the same exact steps with any other 4 ohm home receiver. So the most important thing is that you want to make sure that you're using a 4 ohm receiver because these are 4 ohm speakers. Now if you have a 2 ohm receiver, this means that you can set up 2 of these speakers per left and right channel. But again, because we're using a 4 ohm receiver, this means we can only set up 1 speaker per channel. If you try to set up 2 4 ohm speakers per channel with a 4 ohm receiver, you could risk damaging your receiver and or your speakers. So again, if you have a 2 ohm receiver, you can set up 2 4 ohm speakers per left and right channel. And if you look on the back of your speakers, you'll see the terminals that we're going to be plugging our wires into. So we're going to take one end of our wire here and plug the red wire into this red positive terminal and the black wire into the black negative terminal. So we'll do this with one terminal at a time, starting with this red terminal here. So we're going to push it down, and then we're gonna place it right into this terminal like this. Then once we let go, you'll see that it stays connected like that. Then we're gonna do the exact same thing with the black wire into this black terminal here. Push down on the black terminal to open it up. Place the wire inside of the terminal. Then we can let go. And now we have both ends connected to the speaker. Then we'll do the exact same thing for our second speaker with the second set of speaker wire. So once you have your speaker wire connected to your speakers, you can take the other end of your speaker wire and connect it to the left and right terminals on the back of your receiver. So again, if you're using a 4 ohm receiver, you can set up 1 speaker per channel. And if you're using a 2 ohm receiver, you can set up 2 of these speakers per left and right channel by parallel wiring these speakers. And we actually have a great video on how to parallel wire your speakers with a home theater setup. So now that I have my speakers connected, I can power on my receiver, connect my smartphone to play some music, and hear how these speakers sound. Nice balance of sound. Another way we can use these speakers is with our recording setup. Now keep in mind, because these are passive speakers, they need to be powered by an amplifier like our RPA9 right here. From there we can connect our interface by using the 1/4 inch outputs of the interface and the 1/4 inch inputs of our amp, and then we can use the output terminals on the amplifier to connect our speakers. So let's go over how to do all of that right now. We're gonna plug one end of both cables into the 1/4 inch outputs of our interface, then plug the other end into the 1/4 inch inputs on our amplifier. When you do this, just make sure to connect whichever wire is coming from the left output of your interface into the left input of your amp, and same thing with the wire coming from the right output of the interface into the right input of the amp. Now from here we can connect our speakers to the amplifier using the speaker output terminals. Once your speaker wire is connected to the amplifier, you can take the other ends and place them into the terminals on the back of your speakers. So to do that, you'll want to be sure to push down on these terminals here like that. We'll go one wire at a time. So we're going to push down the terminal, then plug the red wire into the positive terminal, just like that. Then push down on the negative terminal and plug the black wire into the negative terminal, just like this. Then we're gonna do the exact same thing on the second speaker here. So now we've got our speakers connected to the amp and the interface connected to the amp. We can then take the USB from the interface and plug it into our computer. Make sure to go into the sound settings and set up your input and output device as your interface. The next thing we can do is power on our amplifier here. From there, you can set up the volume for channel A and channel B on your amplifier halfway to start. Then we can raise the main mix knob on our interface. Then to test out our setup, we're gonna cue up a song and see if it comes out of our speakers. So let's go ahead and do that now. Nice. Sounds great. So now with this setup, you can use your interface to record or mix your tracks and have everything coming out of your Elite speakers. So hopefully this showed you guys how easy it is to set up your ELITE-5 passive speakers. But of course, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to our customer support team through phone or email. As always, I'm Perry from Rockville, and we'll see you guys next time.